Hello guys, and welcome back. It's David here. I am at CEG Dealer School, and I have a fantastic system to share with you today. It's called the Van Ben. And a friend of ours from Vancouver, his name is Ben, has evolved a really interesting system, which I absolutely love, so I wanted him to get credit. We're going to call this the Van Ben. I think you guys are going to love it. I've been doing this a long time. Very rarely do I come across sort of like a full circle system. And this is a fantastic working system. It's not going to be for everybody. It's not a short money system. It's a bit of a long money system. But anyway, before we get to that, if you'd like to become a dealer, cqdealers.com. And of course, shopcasinoquest.com for all your casino supplies, some novelty gifts, and some very special things that we have available, like dealer kits. So if you're interested in becoming a dealer, we have dealer kits that you can take home with you and practice with professional layouts, professional checks, everything that we use here at the school. Okay, I am filming at CEG Dealer School here in Las Vegas, and I'm doing that for a very special reason because I really love this system. I want to focus completely on the system. There's nobody else here except for Timmy and the rest of our film crew. And again, we're going to roll out the Van Ben. Okay, here's how it starts. We're going to get right down to it. So I'm going to give you the breakdown of the logic. Why do we want to play the Van Ben? Well, for many of you that come in, you buy into a casino and you play short money like me, okay? You play 100, 100, 100. Next thing you know, you came in to play a $100 system, but now you're in $500 chasing a $100 system. I know that's happened to a lot of us. I very often stuck at a Keno machine, started out playing the $20 worth of Keno for pennies, and now I'm in $100 and there's no way I'm going to get out, but I'm still playing the same thing because I'm just stuck and I'm in default tilt mode, okay? So here's a guy who's playing in sort of a limited, he's playing at a casino, it's an Indian reservation, and they don't have sort of the best allowances for dice. So you got to pre-buy the 4 and 10, there's $500 table limits, the dealers aren't very good, and this kind of thing. And this guy is just working, racking his brain to come up with a system that works for him. Now, given all sort of the obstacles he has in place, he tends to he starts out playing 300, 400, 500. Next thing you know, he's in 1,500. And he's still chasing this sort of low-end system. When we talked at length about, my philosophy is always to buy in for the minimum amount the table will allow and build from there. Create opportunity, double tap, triple locks. Those are other systems, by the way, you can find on our Casino Quest channel. So what he did is he said, listen, if I'm going to be in $1,500, I might as well come in $1,500 and pull out the $100. Work on that short money system to build out, but at least that way, I can get in, win, and be a little bit disconnected from my buy-in, and that's what we're going to show you, okay? Now, this is no way unique. Those of you who follow CRAPS Hawaii and some other channels will find that there's a lot of familiar stuff going on here, okay? This is going to be a little regression. We're going to do a one hit and down, that kind of thing. But we're going to add some interesting flavor, okay? So that's the whole idea. It's a whole system and structure. All right, so first we're going to do we're going to say, who is this for? Well, this is for someone who has a little bit of a bankroll and wants to put forth some money to create some opportunity. If you're going just to burn time, or you're looking at just the gambling as an entertainment, this is not your system, okay? So you might want to, this system is going to make you a little bit nervous, and it's going to make your wife or your loved one or the other person a little nervous too. Or your kid's trust fund might get a little nervous. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to buy in for $2,000. Yes, $2,000, but wait. Don't worry. Hold on a second. Give it a minute. Okay, here it is. We're going to buy in for $2,000. We're going to walk up to the table with the big kahunas, and we're going to get we're going to get 1,900 in black and 1 in red, okay? 1,900 in black and 1 in red. Now, this table works fantastic, $15 minimum, and I'm only gonna show it to you at that level right now, okay? So if you need at least a $15 table, if you have a $5 table, $10 table, $15, that's fine. This does not work on a quarter table. Quarter table requires a whole different level of play and a little bigger bankroll, a little bigger buy-in. Here we have 1,900 and 1 in red. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to start off, our very first bet is going to be 640 across, okay? And 640 across is 100, 100, 120, and 100. Okay, so hundreds on the bottom, $20 caps on the 6 and 8. all right? The 5, 6, 8, and 9, if they hit as place bets, they're going to pay 140. The 4 and 10 is going to pay 195 or 200 for 5, all right? You want to look for a table where you don't have to pre-purchase the buy. Sadly, where Ben lives, you got to pay the buy up front, and so this would be $650 across because you'd have to pay a nickel for the 4 and 10. But here in Vegas, look for a table that where they charge you the vig after the hit, okay? So it's $640 across, pretty simple. Now what you're going to do to this is you're going to add a $4 horn as long as the person is on the come out roll. $4 horn, and you're starting this bet. And I'll tell you why, okay? Here's how this system works. The minute you hit any of these numbers, okay, 4 through 10, you're gonna, first of all, you're gonna work these bets, okay? You're 6-4. You don't care about the come out roll, okay? All you're looking for is one number. Any of these numbers roll, okay? If the 5, 6, 8, or 9 rolls, you're gonna collect $140, and you're gonna take everything down, and you're gonna go to $96 across. And then you're gonna say, David, I've seen this, but wait, it gets better. If the 4 and 10 obviously hits, you're gonna get paid $200 for 5, okay? And again, you're gonna come down to $96 across. But wait, it gets better. If the 2, 3, 11, or 12 roll, because you're on the come out roll, 2, 3, 11, and 12 roll, you have this $4 horn working, you're gonna parlay the horn bet, all right? So if on the come out roll, someone should roll 2 horn numbers in a row, you will also be able to come down and go $96 across. So basically the only thing that you're looking not to get when you have this money invested is, of course, the big red, the bad number, the number we don't talk about. All hail the X, okay? All right, so how many times have we waited on this type of regression system and horn bets start rolling, right? A person rolls 2 11s in a row, this kind of thing. So here's how that works. So let's start with the horn bet first. So if you have a $4 horn, all right, and the 11 or the ace deuce hits, you're gonna come down, you're gonna parlay that to a $16 straight up horn bet. If another 3 or the 11 should roll, you're gonna have $64 in down. So if you have $64 in down, that's not exactly $96 across, but you can add a little money and you're sort of paid off, all right? Without having to invest the $640, you follow? So $4 parlays to the $16 horn if it's a 3 or an 11, and if another 3 or 11 hits, you're coming down with $64, right? And then you're using that money to reinvest across. If on the high side, you're gonna get a 2 or a 12 with the 6. So if you start with the 3 or 11 and then a 2 or a 12 is rolled, it's $124 and down. And guess what? $96 across and paid for, okay? Now, if you should get lucky and on the $4 horn, okay, you start out with a 2 or a 12 is rolled, you're gonna throw in $1, assuming that you're on a 31 for one table, and then that is gonna go to $32 straight up horn bet. If either the 3 or 11 or the 2 or the 12 rolls with a $32 in place, your 96 across is paid for, okay? I won't break down all the math, but just come down from that bet and use 96 of it to pay for your $96 across. So either way, you're only looking for one of these numbers to come out on the come out roll or 2 horn bets in a row, okay, in a row, all right? So 2 horn bets in a row. Worst case scenario is you get the 3 and 11 followed by a 3 and 11, and then you might have to invest a little bit of money, but for the most part, you have your action, you're out there, another $30, your action's paid for, that kind of thing, okay? Now let's look at how we're gonna work these numbers. Now this video is gonna feature the strategy first, and then we're gonna follow it up with some gameplay, and we're gonna show you the money. But what I wanna do is, because this has been somewhat successful, we did the forge the last time, we showed you the forge strategy, then we followed up with the forge, the money, and hopefully we have someone roll into this. I'm very excited, I'm very much looking forward to seeing this roll out. I will tell you that the Van Ban has worked out really well for our friend in Washington, like seriously really well on a $500 limit table. He's had some $10,000 exits, which is amazing, literally amazing. And it's as risky as it looks. I mean, it looks risky. If you roll a lot of sevens in a row, it could set you back a little bit. And I would say this, if you do get 2 sevens in a row on this one, maybe wait a second. If someone's coming out and they're just stuck on sevens, maybe wait for another shooter to come into play, that kind of thing. Okay, so let's look at how these numbers are going to work their way out, all right? So the first thing we're going to do is, let's say we come out on the point of 5. Okay, the horn bet falls. We didn't roll a 2, 3, 11, and 12. Instead, we came out on the point of 5. That's going to pay $140, okay? And then we're going to take everything down, okay? And we're going to use the 1 black. You're going to get $4 change, and $96 across looks like this. Just like that, okay? Now, if you've been around the channel for a while, you know I love $15 bets. $15 bets are fantastic. They're very easy to press. The pressing dynamics are very, especially for power pressers or even unit pressers, a lot of things you can do with the old $96 across, okay? And here, let me stack this up, make it look a little prettier so you can see we have different stacks for different colors. Okay, now, here's how it works. Now, once we have 96 paid for, and now remember, we're getting 140 or 195. So we got some money locked up in the rail. We've already made a little bit of profit, which is going to go a long way to deflecting a 0.7, okay? So if we should throw down the 640 and then a 7 comes, obviously it's a bit of an ouchie, and we're going to need a few wins to sort of reduce the pain a little bit, okay? But here we have $96 across. So if the 6 or 8 rolls, and here's where the divergence is a little bit. The first thing the Van Ben does is you want to get to green action. You want to get these bets to green action first, and then power press and collect. So here we have a 6 and 8. If the 6 or 8 hits, you're going to press the mates. Okay, so the mates of these are 6 and 8. So if either one of these hits, you're going to get paid $21. You're going to throw in $3. They're going to each press $12 each, okay, because you have $24 here, right? Plus 18 each of these, and they're going to look like $30 each, okay? All right, just like that. Okay, so that's the thing. We're going to get these to green, right? Now, if another 6 or 8 hits, and I'm going to show you just the first part of the progression, you're going to get paid on the next one. So either one of these hits, you're going to get $35. You're going to collect that bet. We need to put some money, we need to rack some money, and we need to mitigate any potential losses from throwing down 640 and getting whacked, okay? So here we got $35 payout, we're gonna collect, okay? Now the next time one of these 6s and 8s hits though, we are gonna power press the 1, okay? So here, another 35 is paid, we're gonna throw in $1, we're gonna go to $66. Let's say it's on the 8. Now, if the 8 should hit again, we're going to collect. Power press collect. Okay, 66 pays 77, right? So we're going to collect that money. We're going to start locking this up. Power press collect. The next 8 that hits, and I'm going to show you the bread. It'll be the same thing on the 6. The 6 hits, you would power press. Throw in $1, go to 66, get paid on the 77. And now if it should hit again, okay, 77 plus the 66, right, is 143. You're going to throw in $77 from your money. Okay, let's take this out. Give you $3 change. And now it's going to look like $150, okay? So this is where the Van Ben gets interesting, and this is why I love this system so much. So first off is you're using the casino's money. You're getting out quickly, one number and bang. It looks like it's a lot of money to invest, but in the long game of it, it's not so much. If you find yourself someone who is buying in for $300, $400, $500 a pop, a lot of times you might find yourself in that $1,500, $2,000. Here, it's better to start with that or make an effort to start with that and see where it goes, okay? Now, let's look at the 5 and 9, right? If the 5 and 9 hits, you're going to get paid $21, right? And again, we're going to go to green on both colors as quickly as possible. So there we go, $25 each, all right? Now, the next hit, again, we're going to get paid $35, and we're going to take it, all right? We're going to take that $35 because we want to rack some money, We need to save face. God forbid we got to go home early, whatever the case is, okay? But the next time around, we're going to go to $60, right? This bet, again, is going to pay $84. At 60 bucks, it's going to pay 84 bucks, and we can rack it, right? We want to power press, collect, okay? The next time it hits, though, now we can throw in $6, and again, we can go to $150, okay, with that next hit, okay, the power press hit, all right? This is gonna need a little bit of a paper for some of you as far as the presses go. I mean, it's pretty easy to figure out. If you got checks at home and you can work this out, it's pretty easy to figure out. But I will say, I'm gonna put together the worksheet. In the future, as I come up with these strategies, I'm going to put a worksheet on our Patreon and make it available. It's one of the lower tiers. And this way, you'll have access to it. So you can watch it on YouTube and then go over to Patreon and see the download. Okay, at $150, it's going to pay $210. We're going to take that. The next time, we're going to power press. Now, believe it or not, once I get to these levels, power press could also mean I don't have to go all the way up to 360. I could just do 300. That's a pretty nice power press. The 300 is going to pay $420. Okay, if I hit that, guess what? After I collect that one, the next time around, I'm going to throw in 30, and I'm going to go to $750. Okay, because at this point, I'm going for the juggle. I'm trying to create as much opportunity as I can, and kick that table's ass, because here's what's going to happen. For the one time that using the Van Ben, I'm going to walk with 10 grand, I might lose a few other bankrolls. Maybe lose a two, bam, out 10 grand. That's the goal. And so far, that's how it's worked out for this one a very inspiring fan. And by the way, Ben, I really enjoyed dealing to you, and I hope other people find this system exciting. All right, so there's one other upgrade to this system that I want to roll out that is sort of sometimes a mixed equation. Now, here goes the 4 and 10. Let me do the 4 and 10 real quick, all right? So the 4 and 10 here in Vegas will many times pay 29. 15 is going to pay 29, right, because it's an auto buy. What you're going to do is you're going to throw in $1, okay? That's going to give you $30 here, and now you're going to go to $30 on the 4 and 10, all right? Now, again, we're getting to that green money. We're getting to those green bets as quickly as possible. Now, if either of these should hit again, you're going to get 60 bucks, and you're going to get charged $1 or $2. Some places maybe 1, other places 2. Okay, but then the power press to this is you're going to throw in 10 bucks, and bam, the next time around you're at $100 buy. Okay, so the $100 buys are beautiful presses, right? Because you take one, there's the 200 for 5. And then the next one, you can just use it and press it all the way up. Hits again, you're getting 600, right? For 15, if that hits, wham, you can press it up and get to $900, okay? And then, onward and upward. Now, the one thing that's often missed in these strategies is, hello, your dealer is working really hard to help you with this strategy. And you want a dealer that is happy to help you, okay? That can see the system for what it is, and can, prompt you when necessary for the right sums of money, okay? So in that respect, the Van Ben also includes a payoff to the dealers. So when you're getting that extra bit of gravy, so for example, here we have $25 in the 5 and 9. So here you have a $35 payoff. When you get that first green payoff, put your dealers up across, either $6 across, or maybe throw in $2 so they can go $2 away on all the place bets. Remember, you're a place bet. This is a place bet centric system, all right? And every time, if you're pressing or allowing the dealers to make some money, they're gonna love you for it. And every time that you come down, this is gonna feel like less work because they're getting paid well, and you're taking care of them. They're gonna have a lot of fun working the system out for you, okay? So here's how this works. You put these under player control, and then it's about pressing them up to the correct units first, and then allowing the dealers to drop the change, or same bet press, okay? Because you wanna get your bets up as high as possible. The dealers wanna get their bets up as high as possible. So if these hits are as they hits, you could just keep maybe throwing in a few extra dollars. If you're getting some extra gravy, so to speak, so if you got a 175 on the 8, you've managed to press one of these bets, and they haven't had a whole lot of luck pressing their bets, you could throw in a quarter, right? And go to nickels, go to the right bets, let them drop some extra money. But here's a system where if you can keep the dealers working, it'll work out really well. You'll get some full service and you'll have a lot of fun, and your dealer will have a lot of fun. All right, so this is the basics of the Van Ben, and I hope you enjoyed that. We are going to show you the money next time, and within about a week, we'll have this, the working strategy up on Patreon for you guys, and a PDF that you can download that shows you the basic presses. But I'm very excited to introduce my newest strategy, the Van Ben. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Bye.